So small groups helped us connect because faith is really can be a big, daunting place sometimes, and the auditorium can be big. And
it's nice to have that home feeling when you walk into the big church, right? Because you can feel like, oh, I'm just gonna slide in the back and nobody's gonna notice me. But when you have your small group people, everyone's like, hey!
It just helps just walking in the door, knowing people. And so all of a sudden you just develop this network that you never would have thought you had. I think what we love most about our small group is just being a part of a larger community.
It's been fun because friendships have come out of this church group.
We're all similar that one, we're experiencing a lot of the same life stages together.
Like our group focuses a lot on our marriage, and you're always married every day. And so how can you show Jesus' light through your marriage? When we come to group, it is kind of like I'm choosing to take time out of my busy schedule to come, so kind of a selfless act, and I'm choosing to pour into the people around me, and yet they're still choosing to pour into me too.
There's a lot of questions brought up that we probably wouldn't have thought of just on our own until we started going through that experience. And like, oh, if this ever happens, like this is how I'd like you to respond to me, or what I'd like you to say to me, so that when we are in those situations, when they do come up, we're like, oh, we just talked about it. Like we just made a game plan for this, we know what to do.
Yeah, and it saved us from miscommunications, you know, and probably from fights that were prevented because I knew like Kevin needed this at that moment, and we only knew that because we had talked about it at group.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable and safe place of knowing like, hey, I know if I mess up, I can say it and no one will judge me for any of it. They'll give me counsel on here's the right things to do, or here's the best way to kind of pursue Jesus in all of this.
I never feel like when I leave, oh, I got nothing out of it. There's always something that comes up where I'm like, gosh, I needed to hear that for encouragement. So how we've built relationships with other couples is we've taken our Thursday night small group and we've expanded into other days of the week. So we'll have birthday parties that we go to, we'll have baby dedication parties, we have weddings.
Our small groups impacted our relationship with Jesus by pushing us closer to Christ, right? As a community, we have one goal of growing in our relationship with Christ and reaching the world for Christ at the end of the day, and just that support and accountability